That's right, Jen. Thank you. If you believe that Super Bowl commercial, Temu is a fun place to shop like a billionaire online and get great deals on almost everything. But the Arkansas Attorney General filed a lawsuit calling the Temu website and app dangerous malware and a data theft business. Our cybersecurity expert, Dave Hatter, is here to break down how Temu could hurt you. Good to see you, Dave. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheila. As always, thanks for having me on. And wait, I know you're shocked. An app that's stealing your data. What?
Right. I know, but I mean, this one's a little bit different. So the lawsuit says that Temu is a spy tool and that if you put it on your phone, it has access to everything on your phone, your photos, just literally everything on there. Is that true? And if so, how's it possible?
Well, you know, I only know what the lawsuit says at this point, Sheila, but let's back up one step if we could. First off, Temu has both a website and an app, so you can shop on their website. But this is the same kind of situation with TikTok, right? This is owned by a Chinese company, PDD Holdings. It's completely controlled by the People's Republic of China and the Chinese Communist Party, whose draconian laws can require any company to turn over all their data. So again, these are some of the same concerns that have been raised about TikTok. And as we know, TikTok now has been banned in the US unless it can be sold within a year. So, you know, the answer is yes, it could be doing all those things. This lawsuit alleges it, and I'm assuming that the Attorney General of Arkansas would not have filed this lawsuit if there weren't evidence. But I just like to point out to people, when these kind of concerns are raised, the first thing you ought to do is go look at the privacy label in the Apple App Store. Even if you don't have an Apple phone, these privacy labels are required by Apple to show you what an app will collect. And, you know, I think you have to ask yourself before you download any app, well, why does it need access to my precise location? Why does it need access to my contacts? Now, again, this lawsuit is alleging it can basically take anything off your phone. And that's one of the primary concerns, is then all that data is going into the hands of a foreign adversary.
And so why should we be concerned that our data, those things on our phones and our computers, is going to China, the government of China?
Well, you know, I have many theories on that, Sheila, but I think the most common thing you hear when you talk to experts about this, imagine military personnel, government personnel, or just your average citizen. You're buying things online. They're building a psychographic profile about you, about the things you're interested in, what you're buying. But probably more importantly, if this app is doing all the things it's alleged to do, again, it's potentially sucking up everything off your phone, information that can be used to build very detailed dossiers about you, sold to other companies like TikTok, not only to market you things, but again, one of the big concerns with TikTok is it's not just the data collection going to China, it's the fact that it's being used potentially as a propaganda tool to sow dissent in the United States, because they know what you like, they know what you don't like, they serve up stuff that, you know, I think has been fairly well documented to be pro-China and anti-American in many cases. So, you know, those are some of the major concerns.
Anybody that's online is seeing all kinds of stuff being served up to us. You mentioned reading the privacy outlines when you go to get an app or get on a website. But, you know, Americans are still downloading TikTok. They're still shopping at Temu. What else should we be doing other than just saying no?
Well, yeah, I think the first step should be to say no. Again, understand the trade-off. When you're using these, quote, free apps, or you're buying things at ridiculously low prices, you know, your trade-off is your data, right? You're not paying with money, you're paying with data. You are the product, not the customer. That's not always nefarious. But again, when you have a foreign adversary, I mean, look at how our relations with the People's Republic of China continue to get worse. You see the kind of actions they're taking around the Philippines and Taiwan. Them having detailed access into everything you do every day, everyone you talk to, potentially reading your texts and so forth, it's not a good thing. So again, I always encourage people, read the privacy labels. I think you might be shocked what most apps are collecting, because this isn't exclusive to Temu or TikTok per se. A lot of apps are doing this, but they're not sending your data to a foreign country who is then potentially propagandizing you and other Americans when you use these things.
And that's the big bottom line on that. Dave Hatter, thanks as always. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, thanks so much for visiting the Local 12 YouTube channel. Click the links, hit subscribe to get notified anytime we post content to this channel.